Hey everybody, Combo Collectibles coming at you from Fan Expo Canada. We are at the First Form Collectibles booth with the voice of Kaido from One Piece, David Sobolov. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for coming.
Excellent. Thanks for being here. We're really excited. Is this your first time at Fan Expo Canada?
Yes.
You've been out before? Oh, nice.
First time.
What do you think so
First
far?
time signing in Toronto for a long time.
Oh, excellent. Well, it's great to have you here.
It's so busy on the first day. It's awesome.
Wait till Saturday. It's going to be packed. Now, you've done a lot of different voice acting. You've done games, movies, animes, TV shows. What are some of the differences in the recording processes between like a movie and a game?
When you do a movie, you're in what's called an ADR stage, automated dialogue replacement. And you have a huge screen in front of you. And the tendency is to go really big. So sometimes people pass out when they're doing that.
Oh my gosh.
I never have, but you can. You have to do a big performance to match the big screen, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing a video game, one quirk about that is you never get the script in advance. So
okay, it's on the
almost
spot?
never, so it's almost like completely a surprise to you. So you have to sound like you know what you're doing very quickly.
Well, they keep you on your toes though,
Yeah.
right?
And animation, you would get the script in advance and have a little time to work on it. And anime, it's kind of the same, like you're just doing it live, and sometimes you change the lines too.
Now, I was going to ask about the anime too, because that would be a little different as well. If you're doing a new cartoon and creating a new character voice as opposed to like adapting one from a different language, what's your kind of creative process in finding those voices?
Well, you tell the story, you play the psychology of the character. You know, Kaido had a lot going on psychologically, so there's a lot to work on. It isn't really just about doing voices, you know. And for me, I did want to do a little homage to the Japanese actor for Kaido, so that was his laugh. But other than that, it doesn't really translate culturally. So you need to sort of change a lot of the words, but also just your delivery. It's a different style.
Absolutely. I was going to say too, the laugh is so iconic too that did translate very well, I find, from the Japanese to the English. And you had mentioned too, Kaido has a lot going on, obviously.
Yeah.
So doing a character that has kind of one persona is one thing, but I almost feel like he has different personalities.
Yeah, he was like 10.
Like he goes from drunk party boy to just this absolute beast mode. How do you flip back and forth from that when you're voicing him?
Well, there's something that my teacher Sanford Meisner from a long time ago used to say: acting is living truthfully under given imaginary circumstances. So you just deal with the circumstances, and you live truthfully under them, and then it makes sense.
Sounds good. That sounds like good advice.
Yeah, it's like right now we're having a chat. We talk in the context of having a chat. You don't put on something. Why don't they this way? It wouldn't make any sense, right?
No, just a conversation.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Now, the other thing with Kaido, I'm sure you've heard, there's a lot of fan theory about how it went down at the end.
Right.
He went into the lava. It was implied that he was defeated, but not necessarily dead. A lot of fans think he's coming back. Do you think you're coming back for a rematch with Luffy?
It's a theory. It's not been confirmed. He can't die, can he? Remember the first episode he was in?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, he is immortal, right?
I don't know. And plus, he's got a fire element in him with the dragon. I don't think he's gone. I think he's coming back. And that's not just being in my self-interest, wanting the part to come back.
No.
I think he will.
I feel like he's going to. And I mean, tomorrow, Colleen, who voices Luffy, is going to be. We could just schedule the rematch here live at Fan Expo.
There you go. Always happy to work with Colleen.
Oh, now, speaking of One Piece and all the collectibles around us here, a lot of people I've talked to, some people collect stuff that they've been in, some people don't. Do you have any collectibles from the roles you've played?
I have had 13 pops made of my characters, and I have all of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and have all the major toys that came out, too, of various characters over the years. It's taking up a lot of shelf space.
It
It's been 32 years since I started, so yeah.
That's quite a few
They add
collectibles.
up.
That's awesome. Well, we don't want to keep you too long, but I do appreciate your time. And you're going to be here all weekend, right?
Yes, we're here all
right, guys,
weekend in
make sure
Toronto.
you come out to Fan Expo Canada. Come meet David. He's going to be here all weekend. Bring your Kaido Pops for him to sign. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too.